Hey everybody, I hope everyone is having a good week at their field placement. It has been a very busy week at the Mason place with all the residents this week. I can't believe it's only Wednesday. It has been really, really busy. This week I want to talk about relationships. That is something that I have observed over and over again in the Mason place, and I wanted just to talk about it. So, what I wanted to start with are the relationships that my residents have with their families. There seems to be a lot of difficult relationships with the residents and their parents and their family. The kids that we have living in Mason Place and the adults, as some of them are over 18, have been asked to leave their home. They're not allowed to stay there. They're homeless and have nowhere else to go. So some of those relationships can be really strained with the clients and their parents. So one thing I did want to talk about was a lot of the kids who are upstairs are actually over 18, so they make their own decisions when it comes to mental health or to medical care, and they're allowed to go on overnights without permission from their parents or a legal guardian because they are their own legal guardian at age 18. Recently, in the last 2 weeks, we have had two 17-year-olds come upstairs, and that has been a totally different experience from the 18-year-olds upstairs. So, with the 17-year-olds, we need to contact their parents or legal guardians before there are any appointments that can be made for the dentist, for medical care, or for mental health. We also need to contact the parents if the residents are requesting to go on an overnight. We have to have permission from the parents first. And also we need to be able to contact the parents for emergency situations. So with the two 17-year-olds that we have upstairs right now, one of the 17-year-old's mothers wants to be very involved, wants to know day to day what's going on, really wants to be a part of every decision that's made. So that can be difficult, as the 17-year-old really does want to be independent, but we have to consult their mother every time a medical or health or mental health decision needs to be made, or anytime they want to go on an overnight. The other parent of the 17-year-old wants nothing to do with the decisions for the resident, and basically has signed a release and said that they would like Mason Place staff to make all the decisions on behalf of their child. So we can't do that because the child's still 17, still a minor, so we do still have to contact the parent every time before mental health, medical care, or an overnight, and obviously any emergency call would be made to mom. So that's been interesting. The other relationships I see upstairs are the relationships with the residents. Some of them are closer than others, but I wouldn't quite, say that any of them are really good friends, which is kind of interesting because there are 8 kids upstairs all living together in a very close-knit quarters, and some of them are close, but there aren't really any friendships among the residents, and I think a lot of that has to do with the relationships they've had in their past. In my experience, one of the most important parts in my job as a behavioral health professional has been role modeling healthy relationships with my clients, and that's something I continue to do with my residents that I'm working with at the Mason Place. And the other relationship dynamic I found interesting is the residents really trust the staff members and are very close with the staff members. So that's another relationship dynamic. So I just wanted to ask the class, what kind of relationships have you seen in your field placement? Are they healthy? Are they unhealthy? And yeah, just wondering what the relationships are like that you've seen in your field placement. I hope everyone has a great rest of their week and a great weekend. Bye.